Hey, welcome to episode 6 of Piano and Chill. So it's a Friday today, which is nice. It's kind of a tough day. Sweet Miss Bumble has had a tummy ache for the last week, so I had to give her a bath before work today, and that can be kind of draining. Also because, she's scared. She doesn't know what's going on, and, you still have to be nice to her, and, it's okay, Kitty, I know you're scared. But, a bunch of you are probably parents, so you're like, I dealt with this every day for 2 years. And then I did it again. And yeah, there's other stuff too, but we don't need to get too personal today. It was just a difficult way to start the day. And some guy on the internet used the F word on me. And I pull open Reddit, the only social media that I'm still connected to, because I read it. Yeah. And the first thing I see is this guy telling me I'm effing irresponsible. I'm like, well, maybe I am, but not for that reason. My brain wasn't ready for that. So anyway, at least, thankfully, after that little shock this morning, I still had the patience and discipline to not make Bumble's bath a terrifying experience for her, and I still almost made it to work on time without really having to rush. That's not true. I punched it on the highway today because I was being a little punk. And when I say punched it, I mean I was going 120 for a second, which was a direct expression of my frustration, and it was very stupid, so... And I knew that. Anyway, so it's been a little rough today, but one thing that's really been carrying me through lately is Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. And yes, I did get re-engaged by Fleetwood Mac because of the dude on the skateboard just vibing and drinking the Ocean Spray cranberry juice. There's a TikTok that came out. Not that I'm on TikTok, because I'm not. And I say it like TikTok's a bad thing, right? It's because it is. But yeah, once I heard that song and actually gave it a listen, I was like, whoa, this is good. And the whole vibe sort of really totally fits with the it's becoming winter and life in general is less attractive. You're more in a reminiscent phase. If you look at the lyrics, it's about, if I've got it correct, it's about somebody leaving Stevie, and Stevie being like, you gotta do what you gotta do, but when you wake up from this, you're gonna be sad that you lost me. And I don't really relate to that. Never been broken up with. I'm always the breakup with, I'm always the breaker-upper. They said I was going to be a heartbreaker when I was a kid. I guess they were right. Anyway, so I don't know the song that well. I was plinking it out just a little bit. It's funny, so the songs in... It's just F major, G major the whole time. So ready. probably sounds terrible. Not from an accuracy standpoint, but from a mood standpoint. Like, that was too upbeat. I wasn't using the pedal. The reason the song is interesting to me, and the reason that I'm trying to do a little bit of it on this podcast, is because of the vibe. And that wasn't the vibe at all. And so, anyway, since I'm not familiar with the words, despite listening to this song tens of times in the last couple of weeks, I'm still pretty unfamiliar with it. So if I do this with my headphones, I can listen to the song a little bit without copyright striking. And I really complained about that last time. I guess it's not a really big deal, but, keeping it kosher. So since there's no drums, and I think that's what I was kind of trying to... But obviously the song doesn't sound like that, so you have to mellow it out, and we're just going to have to imagine the drums. I'll just see how it goes, like, playing along with it. I'll mess up a lot, and then my typical strategy is, if you haven't seen me do learning a lot, is that I might get a little behind, but then I might, like, kind of try to figure it out and then, like, sync back up with the music. Or I might skip ahead, or to, if I've fallen behind, skip ahead to get back to where the song's at. So we're just going to give it a little try. It's pretty simple, and I'll just do my best to just play it. Okay, no, let's start over. You gotta give me one. Give me one. It's just so fucking good. Stevie Nicks was really something. Or she's still alive, but, like, I mean this Stevie Nicks. Sorry, I guess not sorry, because we're kind of figuring this out together. Fuck copyright. We're just, because that's kind of no entertainment value to you if you just, or of less entertainment value. So you can hear what I'm doing, or thinking at least. See, it's a tough choice for this one because I just don't know the song well enough. Okay, so maybe we should retire Dreams from the podcast for this podcast so we can have a little bit of continuity, because that was a little bit of a struggle. And I appreciate you if you're still with me here. Man, I lose patience so quick when I watch other people's online videos. How else am I going to watch them? Yeah, no, I lose patience pretty quick. So yeah. So that was just the first class. It's pretty early. It's 6 p.m. 6:08. We have a $10 bottle of Pinot Noir, the collection. I don't know, I picked it up at Target. It's funny, I saw somebody on Reddit. It was a pretty big post. It was like, if you want to pick up, that sounds terrible, if you want to meet women, go to the wine aisle at Target and look confused. Seems simple enough, right? And you know what they're suggesting. So I'm like, fuck it. I had to go to Target to get more litter this week. Bumble's tummy ache. Cat litter. I suppose not that I would buy any other type of litter from Target. It's been a long day. It's been a really long day. I'm not saying that because of Bumble. I'm just saying that because I don't know if you noticed, but I had just a little dissociation. There it goes again. Anyway, it actually almost worked. The meeting women at Target kind of thing. I talked with 2 women, which is a pretty high rate of success for engaging strangers in public. Or kind of, one of them was like talking to her friend, and then she was like, oh, I like this wine, but I'm looking for the one with the red label. And then I'm just standing there staring at the rack, and I'm like, and then she was like, haha, yeah, there it is. And not to, make her sound silly or anything, but I'm just, I guess, trying to make the conversation, I'm trying to communicate that it's lighthearted. Sorry, I'm apologizing a lot, and also just really slow. I'm so fatigued today. Anyway, I don't know, it didn't turn out, and I didn't make anybody feel weird, because her and her friend left right away after I was like, oh, is that one, do you like that one? She was like, yeah, it's pretty good, and then her and her friend just left. And that was that. And then the other lady who was in the wine aisle before I got there, I just left her alone because I'm not going to approach a stranger. I think makes somebody uncomfortable. Makes a woman uncomfortable even, let's say. But I go into the next aisle, I completely forget that we're, trying to see if we can meet strangers in Target. And then she, comes into the aisle, right? She's not in my personal space at all, but, it's like, oh, hi, I recognize you from the previous aisle. And I was like, did you find what you wanted? Or were looking for, or whatever? And she said, yep. And I took that as my cue that the conversation is over. But interestingly enough, shows promise. Don't let that make you think I'm, having a hard time meeting women or anything. with that, let us pour another glass. I would like to play a song with you. I haven't had any suggestions in the comments yet, or even like verbally. So yeah, still looking forward to getting some of those, or any of those if you have them. I do have a really cool cover of Hide and Seek by Imogen Heap. It needs work, because I actually finished it 100% and it's my own arrangement. But like I haven't played it through, you know, enough times recently to know that I would play it like really well, so... I'm skipping a part or two here, but. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Yeah, I forgot that part. There's a where she goes really high. That's basically Imogen Heap in a nutshell. If you're not familiar with Imogen Heap, she's definitely worth a look because she is an amazing musician, a vocalist and lyricist. Sorry, I'll get back to this. I screwed that up a little bit. But I wrote that. I like that part. That's cool. It's a cool cover. I love that cover. I mean, you didn't see it at 100%, that's for sure. But I guess honestly at this point, I'm glad I was able to play some piano. Because this is piano and chill after all. And talking is pretty chill. But we definitely need some piano. It's a beautiful song. I'll link it in the description. And actually, so the reason I got into this song the way that I did, so my freshman roommate in college introduced me to it. And I was like, I wasn't really big into female vocalists back then, and boy, have things changed. But I liked the song, and I listened to some of her other songs too. And I was like, okay, like this I was gonna say this girl's got it. I'm not trying to be like, you know, she's not a girl. And then later when I was listening to this song, or no, I think I had taken an interest in really skilled acoustic guitar players. I was going to say Jamie Dupuis, but I don't know if that's how you say his last name. Dupuis. I'm not French. I don't know if that's French. That's an assumption. But anyway, I got into really skilled guitar players, acoustic guitar players. He plays harp guitar. But I forget who the original one was, and it might have been Antoine Dufour. Again, I don't know how to say these things. It looks like do and then four, Dufuor, or obviously that's not how you spell four, but anyway, so Antoine has a killer cover of this on acoustic guitar, and I will link that in the description as well. And hearing his version is what really excited me. I was like, you could cover this song and you could make it sound really cool on piano. And obviously that wasn't like, performance up to par for playing in public or anything. We could get it there pretty quick because I have been there in the past. It's like riding a bike. So anyway, check out Imogen Heap. Check out Antoine Dufour and his cover, What Got Me Here. And if you don't know the song at all, like, you are totally in for a good surprise. Because she's an amazing artist. Now, if I hope you can tell, like, if I will like artists and their individual songs or whatever based on certain metrics, like everybody. But, when I'm talking about Teddy Sinclair, aka Natalia Kills, of Cruel Youth, Mr. Watson. Excuse me. When I'm talking about her, I'm like, holy shit, these are good lyrics. Holy shit, she's got a great voice. Like, great's an understatement. And then I was talking about Grabbits in a previous episode, and I was like, yeah, this guy's a really good vocalist, but his lyrics are kind of like, whatever, But yeah, Imogen Heap. Also, she has another band, Frou Frou, Frou. And, do that twice, obviously. Was her previous project or whatever. Anyway, yeah, what I said about her is very true. She's a fantastic lyricist and an amazing singer. She can sing very high. I guess that doesn't mean a whole lot. Like, if you haven't heard the song, it's like, cool, a bunch of people can sing really high. When I turned the lights all the way on this time, I realized when I watched the last video that I made that the lights were like half dim, and it made for some not as cool looking video. So it's important to see the definition, see what's going on. I'll have to. I will listen to that song more, and you'll hear Stevie Nicks on here again. I promise you that. How long have we been going here? 31 minutes. That's longer than I expected. Shoot, was there anything else I wanted to cover? Not literally on piano, I just meant like topics wise. I don't think so. Well, thank you again for tuning in. If you've made it this far, you're very appreciated. I appreciate you watching. And if you do have a suggestion, or even if you want to help a guy out, throw out a song there, you know. It's more fun if there's some interactivity. I've got a great cover of Wicked Game by Chris Isaak. I love that song. That's my go-to too, really. Oh, Ryan, why hasn't it shown up on the channel? Well, because this isn't a performative, you know, it's not performance focused. You know, we're trying to have like a one-on-one, like a one-on-everybody conversation broadcast. It's not about how good Ryan is at piano. It's about like just hanging out and having a good time. You know, in a music-oriented fashion. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope to bring you great things next time. If you have a suggestion, put it in the comments. I will link the videos in the description. You guys have a fantastic Friday night, guys and gals, and anybody else. Have a great Friday night. Have a spectacular weekend. I guess that's setting the bar pretty high because it's pandemic and there's still a lot of stressful things happening in the world or America. So, you know, maybe my advice is then instead relax and enjoy a little bit of peace and do something nice for you. Alright, have a good night.